Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. I decided to do a pick a card. It has been a while since I have done the last one and I kind of miss them. And also I have decided to do an Etsy store. I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to do it today. Open it today, where you will be able to purchase my reading like the one I'm doing right now. And this reading I'm doing right now is about your divine counterpart journey, twin flame journey, soulmate journey. It is about how far along are you. And I am going to use the Whispers of Love deck and the German deck Kinder Tarot. And what I like about this deck is that it has only Major Arcana cards, but all of them twice, so you can actually play memory with it. And I like this a lot because it can, show circles. What I'm going to do is each pile will start with the Fool, number 0. And I will shuffle the cards until the universe or world, the world in this deck, number 21, falls out. And all the cards in between tell me what else has to do, which steps are important to take to get to your destination, which is the world. And the more cards there are, of course, the longer your journey will be. And again, we do have double cards, so it can be that there's repeating cycles. And yeah, that's what we're going to do. There will be 7 piles, and I am going to create those piles for you now. And there will be timestamps below, of course. But first I'm going to pick... Oh, and also I am going to use the Romance Angels and the deck that I have channeled myself. Messages from Divine Masculine. So, let's see. Got 6 now, and number 7. Okay, and I do have little figurines for you to choose. No, you're not allowed to see them yet, I'm sorry. 2, 3, 4. I'm sorry, I can't fit them all in one row. Pile 1 is going to be this little angel with a heart. This one, the purple one, is going to be number 2. Number 3. Number 4, the star. Oh no, number 5. One lost its wing. It's this one. Too bad. So you get the angel with the broken wing. Then we've got the one with the scroll and the one with the book. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right. How am I going to do this now? I'm going to put them all the way up here. That should leave us enough space. So you have chosen your pile. Let's start with number 1. Okay. So we got the Fool as the first card, and now we will see what will your journey be like. What else is there yet to come between you and divine counterpart? What's the journey for those who chose this little purple angel? Oh, it takes a while till cards come out. Maybe you have been on this journey for a while now. Let's see. What is for number 1? Okay. Okay. This is the guardian angel. Temperance usually. Number 6, the friends. Usually the lovers. Let's see what else. How is your journey going to be? Pile number 1. Okay, so we've got the devil and the King, which is usually the Emperor. Okay, the Hermit wanted to come out, and goodbye, it's death card. Let's do this. Sorry, you're the first pile, so you're the one I have to practice with and see how to do this. We don't know how many cards come out. Okay, what's the journey for pile number 1? We've got the Dreamer, usually the Hanged Man. We've got the Scales, number 11. Oh, 2 more cards came out. We've got the Tower and the Children of the Sun. So you still have quite a journey, huh? Nope, I'm not taking 3 cards. 1 or 2 max. And I thought this would be a quick reading. Okay, what else, Spirit? What's the journey for pile number 1 going to be like? We've got the Dreamer again, so there are repeating cycles. What else? There it is. Yay! So there's the world. Let's see. Okay, so let me look at that. You are divinely guided. Yeah. Usually the Devil and the Lovers are very similar. In the usual depiction of the Lovers, we have the guardian angel standing behind the Lovers, and the Devil again has the same people, but instead of an angel, there's a devil right behind them, and they're chained to each other. And seriously, to me, that is what being on the journey sometimes feels like. You're just being chained to that person. You're like, what the hell is going on here? Why can't I shake that person off? But also the Devil to me is talking about the ego, about fears coming up, about yes, sometimes being stubborn, about wanting it now, not letting it go. And so what I see for you is a little up and downs, yes. With the Lovers or the friends, I see that you are going to walk together for a little while. That there, if you're not in contact right now, I do see contact. And I do see the snake here. The snake is reminding me of the Kundalini, but also, which means awakening, but also healing. And then you see that they came both out of separation, both had their own path, and then they're meeting here. But maybe you see what I'm feeling drawn to, the path is separating again. And that is where the Devil comes in. I don't mean literally the devil, but the fear-based energy. And it's important to listen to your guidance, because we do have the Emperor here, and he has that birdie and the eagle, and I think it's an eagle and hawk. And to me that often symbolizes divine guidance or the higher self talking to you. And also, of course, the Emperor is about stepping into your own power. And sometimes you have to do that alone by yourself. So we do have the old man here, the Hermit, going into his cave, and he's going into his cave to go through transformation, because we do have death here, the saying goodbye card. And this is talking about, yeah, transformation, but also maybe you have some friends helping you. I see that because I feel drawn to the dog. And sometimes even you may have to leave some people or things, old habits behind. This may take a little while, because we do have the Dreamer here. And the Dreamer is hanging upside down. So it is about seeing things from different perspectives. Maybe in the past you were blaming the other person. Like she is not here, and how dare they not be here? How dare they hurt me? It's their fault. But if you're on this journey, it's nobody's fault, right? Your person is only your trigger. It's your mirror of whatever you have not healed within yourself. So there's no one to blame, but not even yourself. You shouldn't blame yourself. But the other person is only showing you where you have your own lacks and needs and things that are not healed yet. So this is a phase where you get, where you dive into your emotions. I see that because we do have fish down here, and fish usually stand for emotions because they can dive deep into the water. And it's about finding your balance. We do have the Tower here as well, which is, I don't want to say unfortunate because it's very important. So there may be some things that you need to leave behind. If you are on this journey, truly are on this journey, then often it's about figuring out what makes you happy, about if you do the job you don't like. It's about changing jobs. It's about thinking or considering what would make you happy. And sometimes it's people that fall away. And yeah, this card is like a purge. I see it like a purge, and it's annoying, but it's a cleansing at the same time. So I think you're still doing that apart. You know, you are, maybe there has been some meeting in here because we do have the scale, which can mean that you draw each other in, but then something else happens and you get tested if you can stay in that high vibrational energy. And here we do have the dreamer as well. So there is some repeating cycle, but I think it is like just going through that. I feel like what you're going through here, something comes up and then you see things from a different perspective, and that is what is ultimately drawing your person in, because we do have the world here. I can talk about times, and I really don't talk about timing because I don't believe that there is a specific time. This can for some be within days, for others weeks or months or even years. It depends on, for example, how long do you get stuck in this kind of energy? How long do you get stuck in blaming other people or playing the victim? How long do you get stuck in this kind of frequency, right? How long do you need in here? And people who meditate, yeah, look what just showed, it's forgiving and learning. And the longer you stay in these kind of low vibrations, the longer it will take, of course. So we do have some cards that came out. We do have Express Your Love, but you only have one cycle. We only have one repeating card, which is kind of good to me. Let's see, one more. So there is going to be a phase of healing, forgiving and learning. I think this is where, yeah, the Hanged Man and Death energy is. And then we do have Express Your Love. So there will be love in this connection. Look, we've got wedding and engagement. Wow, engagement and wedding. So yeah, this is going to, but again, pay attention to the red flags. Again, there has to be some purging. But I do see this is, it's not a too long journey. I've had longer when I practiced this spread. Sometimes there were several rows and there were repeating cards over and over and over again. You only have this one. Let's see what the masculine wants to say to you. Oh, and please, this is the first time I'm doing a reading like this online. Please comment if you like it, if it helped you, if it resonated. Okay, 2 came out. What does the masculine energy want to tell the feminine? Okay, we do have I love your kindness. I know that this is divine love. Awesome. I am mad at myself for not speaking up when I had the chance. I look at your pictures on my phone, and I don't think I deserve you, but I want you. So I do give this a good chance, to be honest, because we do have some red flags, yes. And again, red flags can be your only inner devil, of course. Let's see what your message is. Actions speak loudly. Express your love through your actions. Okay. But beware, this does not mean that if the other person withdraws, that you're going to hunt them, that you're going to chase them. We don't do that, okay? It is about maybe you haven't expressed your feelings for the other person, and it is time to say something kind and nice, or do whatever you feel guided to when it comes to taking action, Wait, no, this is not even your card. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. This was your card. Well, the card wanted to show itself, so this is just, but this is very similar. Speak the language of love. Loving words have the power to change someone's life, including your own. We do have action and we do have speaking. And look, this kind of looks like twins, doesn't mean necessarily twin flames. We do have the birds that are talking about communication. So this is about expression, whether it be actions or words. So if you do have feelings for a person, it is important for you to express them in some way, but only when the time is right, right? You are being guided, you are being protected. This is some kind of divine love. I mean, this is a counterpart reading. This is not a what is your crush feeling for your reading, right? This is divine counterpart reading. So of course you are protected, and there is more transformation going on. We do have the Hermit, which is to me talking about raising your frequency, about enlightenment. And the Dreamer or Hanged Man is very similar. Very similar. It's about diving deep within your emotions. And then we do have the World. We do have the happy ending. Well, anyway, this was your reading. You are going to do some purging. You are going to be confronted with your own inner devil at times. But we do have the Sun. And I like that we do have the Sun right after the Tower. So there is this purging, but also a cleansing, right? It means often wrong things break away. And this is going to give you higher frequency, enhancing your frequency. And then with the Dreamer, I feel it's just like a little step back in order to root everything that has come to you. It is about taking your time to really manifesting is not the right word, but letting it settle. And then we do have your happy ending with this World card. So yeah, that was you, pile number 1. As I said, I am going to do my own Etsy store, and you can purchase your own divine counterpart reading, or how long is your journey going to be. And I would be happy to hear from you. And also, I am happy for your likes and subscribes and your comments, of course. Okay, then we are going to number 2. This is the little praying angel. And we have card number 1, the Fool. I need to drink a little first. I'm sorry. I have a dry throat. Okay. Again. So, we do have pile number 2. We do have the Fool here already. And let's see how is your journey to your divine counterpart union is going to be like. What are your lessons going to be? How much longer is it going to be? What is going to happen on the way? So, pile 2. While I'm shuffling, I do have other readings you might be interested in. Look, you got the Teacher. In this deck, it's a teacher. It's called the Hierophant usually. What else? We've got the Wheel of Fortune. We've got the Old Man. It's the Hermit usually. Here is the Lucky Fairy or Fortune Fairy. We got these two. We've got the Friends, usually the Lovers, and the Man in the Moon, the Tower, so what is the journey for number 2 like? We've got, I think this is Temperance usually, it's the Guardian Angel, and the Stars Woman. Then we've got Coming Home, and this one came out too. The Scale, okay, we've got the Devil, and these two I'm going to put it back in. I didn't see them. What else? This one. The Lovers again. Nice. Okay. We've got the Princess, which is usually the Empress. And the Chariot. Okay, what is your journey going to be like? Again, the Star. So you do have repeating cycles. What else? Okay. 1111. Oh, come on. Sorry. You've got a bit of a journey ahead, so I need to rearrange my cards. What's your journey going to be like? Pile number 2. Again, the Teacher. Yeah, there's repeating cycles. Like the third card, I believe, that we have twice now. Number 8. The Master. What's your journey be like? Okay, again, the Wheel of Fortune. Wait, that's quite a journey. Maybe some of you haven't even met your person yet. The Man and the Moon again. The Princess and the Sun. I don't know where to put them. Number 2. What's your journey like? No, that's too many cards. What's the journey for number 2? Nope, again, too many cards. The Magician. I'm going to show you all the cards when I'm talking. Don't worry. Okay. We got almost all the cards now. Nope. I'm not taking them. Okay. Journey number 2. Again, the two magicians next to each other. That's like another 11. Death. The word just showed itself, but it didn't come out. Well, there came like 5 cards came out. The Dreamer again, which is the Hanged Man. Oh boy. Nope, that's like too many cards to cut out. I think some of you may have not met your person yet. Okay, this card did show itself. It's the High Priestess, basically. And some of you just met your person and you've just got the whole way ahead. Come on. Where's our happy ending? Okay, number 2. There's just like a couple of cards left. Too many. Okay, the Emperor. I do have two words in, yeah, I do have two words in this deck. Just making sure. Okay, and the Emperor again, two Emperors. Oh, what's, oh, I get it. I get it, I get it, okay. Oh my. Do not worry, this does not mean it's like, not each card is like a week or a month or anything. They're not fixated on time. This can all be within a short period of time if you do your homework, right? It can be a long time, yeah, but it doesn't have to be a long time. I don't believe in specific dates. I believe in doing your work and in ascending and in manifesting. We do have death again, another transformation. I don't know where to put all those cards. I did not expect that many cards to come out, to be honest. I've never had that many cards come out. Okay, come on, spirits. What's that journey like? The Tower again. Guardian Angel again. Come on, there's almost no cards left. Well, only a couple. What are you? The Fool again. A new journey. Devil. Oh my. But the thing is, if you don't like this reading, you can always change it, right? By raising your frequency. The Hermit again. This is like almost the whole deck. Well, if you chose this pile, you chose this pile for a reason, right? It's not in my hands, it's not up to me. It's the Chariot coming out again. Okay, what fell out here? It's the Dreamer, the Hanged Man. Wow, there's like 5 cards left, meaning there's like 2 worlds. Yeah. Okay, well. We'll take what comes, right? I mean, spirits has their reason, and there it is. Yay! Oh my, only 4 cards left. Okay, you are quite on a journey. Oh my. Okay, for many of you, I believe you have not met your right counterpart yet. Some people meet their counterparts or a high-level soulmate that is preparing them for the next higher level soulmate, which may be the divine counterpart, or some people have like 3 steps in order to get to the true divine counterpart. Okay, this is what happened for me too. For example, I've met a guy when I was 19 years old, and before that I did not believe in soulmates. I did not believe in love at first sight. But that person triggered my ascension, the first one. We have more than one ascension. And he was not the reason why I started reading tarot cards. It happened approximately the same time when I was 19. But he was the reason why I started meditating, because I wanted to find out what this special bond was. I have never experienced that before. So, yeah, he was the reason I started meditating and channeling on all that stuff. I had always been somewhat aware. I've always felt things. I've always had premonitions, even as a little kid. I have always been an empath. I've always sensed things that other people thought were not there. So this has been part of me for all my life. Yeah, probably because I do have the South Node in the 8th house, which means what do you bring? And I brought this occult knowledge. I was born with it. But this guy triggered the first awakening. Then in 2009, I was meditating, and the Archangel Uriel came to me and told me that I was supposed to find the other half of my soul. And if you remember, 2009 was way before twin flames were in, so I didn't really, well, I had an idea what it meant, right? But I was told that my person would be sleeping, and it was my job to awaken that person. And of course, yeah, I didn't know about twin flames, but I got the message. And right afterwards, just weeks afterwards, I met a guy which was my catalyst twin, a very, very close twin soulmate relationship. Very close. I thought actually he was my twin flame for 9 years. 2009, I met him in 2009, and in 2018 I met my true twin. And then I realized that there are different stages, different soulmate relationships that prepare you. I'm just talking about my personal experience in order to tell you, because I think for some of you, you are not with that divine counterpart yet. Maybe you think you are. That's what I thought back then. But the first one, and then the second one as well. The reason why I think this is because we do have the Lovers coming out twice. And usually the Lovers to me is not about choices, because there's usually one man and one woman, right? There's two people involved. It's not about choices. I do have another deck which is about choices. We do have Paris giving the golden apple to either Aphrodite or Artemis or Hera. So this deck has a choice, but we do have the Lovers twice. And so I think that you are going to choose love, but then there is going to be a choice. You will notice that with that person, you have had some spiritual growth, because we do have the moon next to the tower. And to me, the moon represents the unknown, often fears that have not been healed yet. And the tower is about stuff coming up, usually very painful, but in order to heal. And you are divinely guided and protected, right? And we do have these patterns about, yes, these separations and coming together, separations coming together, multiple. And we do have the devil here, and the devil is, to me, talking about the ego, which means that maybe you are going to meet another person, and at first you don't want to let go of the old one, even though if you do meet a higher level soulmate, it will click right away. And I think you may be holding on to the wrong person, thinking that maybe your divine counterpart, even though that person is not. That person has been a teacher in order to bring you to your divine counterpart. A very, very important step on the ladder to get to your true love. So we do have a choice coming up for some of you. Again, maybe some of you do have met their divine counterpart, yet you just have a long journey to go, and there's lots of repeating cycles. I mean, almost every card came out twice except for 3. And there's 22, right? So 19 cards came out twice. That's quite a lot. Or 18. We do have this decision here, and then we do have the Empress. The Empress, to me, please don't take a literal, I call it always the pregnancy card, because there's a new beginning growing, and like a pregnancy, it does take its time for the baby to get born. And we do have the Bunny here, which is talking about fertility, new energy. We have the Chariot about going onwards, and usually, you see, that's what I always feel about these relationships. We do have the Chariot, and we do have the donkey with the carrot. And to me, that's always what it feels like, because Spirit is telling you very soon you're going to unite with your person, and then you stay on the track you're supposed to stay on. Because if Spirit told you from the very beginning, it will take 5 years until you unite with your person, you would be like, yeah, I'm not doing that, right? And so you're always, Spirit is guiding you step by step by step and to the right direction. We do have the Star here twice, and the Star is about granting wishes, about wishing, and about manifesting. And I do believe that you are actually uniting with your divine counterpart. For you, I really true believe that it is a very high level soulmate, maybe twin flame. I believe twin flames are rare, they're not as widespread as people would think, because every person who has heard about twin flames meets a guy and now thinks that they have a twin flame, and that is not true. For you, I do believe that you may actually have your divine counterpart twin flame, and I get the impression, because I pull this back, we do have mirrored numbers here. We do have the Magician twice next to each other, and we do have the Emperor twice next to each other. And I think at some point where we have the Wheel of Fortune, you will meet your person. You will ascend, and I think and work through all fears. And I think there is some point, maybe here with the Empress, where the other person is getting onto the train and they're helping you manifest, because then now there's two people working on this instead of just one. Yeah, usually it's the woman or the female energy who has to go along first, and then the masculine energy will follow, because the feminine energy first has to step into the light, become the light, raise the frequency, and become like a lighthouse to draw the masculine in. And I think this is what's happening here with this new birth, basically the Empress and the Sun next to it. And look, this looks kind of like uniting, right? And I think that here you do manifest together. There's still some issues. It takes strength, yes. And also we do have the Moon Fairy here, which is the High Priestess. Oh no, I'm sorry, I just dropped all the cards. We do have the High Priestess here, and to me the High Priestess is talking about not manifesting, but intuition that is strengthening. And yeah, for me it's basically the higher self, about connecting to that energy and connecting to your own higher power, to your own source. By that I don't mean source in general, but your own instinct, your own higher self, basically. And I think that both are doing this at this point, that the feminine and the masculine, they're going hand in hand and listening to the intuition. But some parts of that have to be done separate, because then these cards came out. Well, I can show you. I had put them here because I didn't know where else to put them. So let's move the camera. Okay. So, okay, right here, because we do have death again and the Tower, and I love death. Death is healing and transformation. Again, you are divinely protected. And then we do have, which is very funny because those cards are total opposites for me. The Fool usually is about trusting into God and the universe, and the Devil is about listening to your ego. So there will be some inner battles as well. And purging, of course, because we have the Tower, which is purging. And there may be another form of separation, because we do have the Hermit and the Dreamer, but in the middle is a Chariot, and the Chariot is about going on, about fast development. And then we do have the World, which is the Union. So, especially since we do have the mirrored numbers twice here. And look, it's an 11. We got 11, 11, and again 11. I believe that you people, actually maybe some of those of you who do meet their true twin flame. And I always tell my clients, it is a marathon and not just a, how do you call, a fast run. It's not a 100-meter run. It's a marathon. And but again, it doesn't have to take a long time. That's what I always say, because once you realize that you are manifesting, that you have stuff to heal, and you actually do it, you can make it happen fast, because you choose your timeline. If you're stuck, if you get stuck into your old habits and fears and all of that, of course it will take a long time. But even though we do have many cards here, I think you have at least 2 people coming. Maybe you do have a counterpart. As I said, for many it's like a 3-step program. I explained it on my example, but I'm not the only one. Many people have that 3-step program before they meet their true twin. They are true twin being the last step of those three. And maybe some of you are going through that, and you are currently at person number 1 or 2. Again, maybe some of you are already at person number 3. It sounds stupid, I'm sorry, I just don't know how to explain it different. And you just have all of that stuff, the repeating cycles. But again, repeating cycles mean lesson not learned the first time. If you do choose to do your homework, then some of those cards don't have to be repeating, right? You can cut this short by actually doing your work. But again, I do think you do get your divine counterpart. I mean, this is a divine counterpart reading. I mean, there's different kind of divine counterparts. Very close soulmate can you divine counterpart. A twin flame can you divine counterpart. For many people, yeah, you have different names. By what in German we call Dualseele, is a duality twin, which you would say is more like a catalyst twin, but that term is not too good, because for some people that is actually the highest level soulmate. But I do believe you get your high level soulmate. Actually, some of you your true twin flame, because we do have 11, 11, 11, and we do have the mirroring numbers next to each other. And I think as soon as this happens, you're both manifesting at the same time. You're both working on it, consciously or subconsciously. Your person will know. This may be really like a love at first sight situation. That inner know it is a soul recognition. And your person will work on this along with you. Wow, this was a reading. But again, we do have some more messages. Let me just put this together a little before I drop them again and again and again. So let's look at the Romance Angels. If this was helpful to you, please leave a comment. I know it can be frustrating that there were so many cards until we reached the world, but maybe it helps some of you anyway. Please drop a comment, please like, subscribe and share. And if you want to know more, I do have you can get your own reading like this on Etsy. I'm going to have Etsy soon. We do have Passion, which is nice. Look, we've got Calling in Your Soulmate and Soulmate. So again, there may be more than one soulmate coming, but you will get your true soulmate. And there will be instant recognition with the chemistry card and heart-to-heart conversations. Then let's check at these messages from the Divine Masculine. I'm sorry, my throat is really dry now. I really thought this would be quick readings. When I did them for myself, it was like 5 minutes per reading, and now it's 43 minutes, and I wanted to do 7 piles. That's like, damn, I did not expect that. Quick reading, okay. Your beauty intimidates me, so your person thinks you are beautiful. You are my missing piece. I think that's your last person. You're the best thing that has ever happened to me. Nice. I want to make love to you. Yeah, we do have passion. And please give me the time I need. Yeah, this does take time. There's no way denying that. In German, we do have the saying, good Dinge will weiter haben, which means a good thing sometimes takes a while to come through. And let's see what your angel message is. Actions speak loudly. Express your love through your actions. And of course, your divine masculine or feminine, your counterpart, is your mirror. And if you want your person to love you, it is important that you do work on loving yourself. So actions to me can also mean like go for a walk, do things that you enjoy doing, that you have fun doing, and do things that are good for you in order to draw that person in. Right? We have number 49, which is a 13, which is again death, transformation and healing, and it reduces to 4 and 4 is the card of stability. So make sure you get stable within yourself. You do have a way ahead, but again, do not fret, because you are protected, you are guided. And again, even though there are many, many cards, that does not mean that it has to take years. It does not. Maybe it's just months for some of you. If you do your work, you can draw your person in, because you always draw in that matches your frequency. So if you raise your frequency, you draw in something high vibrating. So that was you, part number 2. I feel kind of drained now. I need a drink, and then I'll go to number 3. Just a second. Okay, number 3. You had the green one. So number 3. Let's see. We have your number 1 is the Fool. What is your divine counterpart journey going to be like? Let me shuffle those through. We really need to cleanse that energy. So, just a second. Number 3s. Okay. Number 2 was a bit draining. Let's see where your energy goes. Oh, this was the first card in the last pile as well. I hope your journey will not be as long. But they had their happy end, of course. Everybody who does their work gets their happy end, right? I truly believe in that. I truly, truly do. The first card is the Hierophant. In this deck, it's called the Teacher. And what's the next card? The Lovers, the friends in this deck. The Emperor, the King in this deck. Number 3s, what is your journey like? Okay, we do have Death, and those ones I'm not taking. Okay, now they turn around, I'm taking these. We do have the Princess, which is the Empress, and the Magician, and the Chariot flipped around. So, number 3s, what is your divine counterpart journey like? How long is it going to take? What are your lessons? By the way, I do have other pick a card readings. If you would like to check out my channel. And I am going to do an Etsy store where you're going to be able to book private readings with me. Like this one, for example. If you want to know about your own journey. Come on, number 3s. Okay, this is the Lucky Fairy or Fortune Fairy. It's the Wheel of Fortune. And the Devil. It's really cute in this deck though, right? So, number 3s. What's your journey like? Okay. The Hermit, the Old Man. And the Fool again. And Coming Home. Oops, discards the Sun. The Children of the Sun in this deck. What else? Okay, we do have the Tower. Yikes, nobody likes that card, right? But it's important. That's too many cards. I'm not taking 3 at once. Taking 2 max. Okay, Spirit, what's their journey like? The Chariots, again. It's the hero in this deck. There it is. Ta-da! Okay. Oh, look, we got the Lovers again. So, what's up with you? Let me look at that. Can you see all the cards? Okay. So, you do have the Teacher. We do have the little turtle that is drawing my attention, which means it is going to take a while. It took a while already, and I think you have met your person yet, or very close to meeting a person, because it's like the second card. There may be a separation coming up, doesn't have to. I just noticed in this deck there is they're coming from different paths, they're meeting, and then again they're splitting path, and there is healing involved. You see the snake around the lion's head. So it's important to get into your own power, to listen to your intuition. And then we do have death, and in this card, in this deck, it's called like saying goodbyes, or goodbyes. And we have the Emperor and the Empress, which I like. So there are counterparts. There's not so much drama going on here. There are some cycles that need to be cleared out. We do have the Magician, so it's important to what you manifest in order to what you think. And I like this. I see this for the first time. Look, he has one arm up and one down, as above so below, right? You take the energy from the universe and you put it into the earth, into the 3D dimension. You are going forward. Maybe sometimes spirit has to drag you a little. And the fortune fairy, you see it has the Major Arcana cards in here as well. So it means there are some old cycles that need to be cleared out. And the devil, to me, is talking about sometimes you maybe don't want to, or you feel like you maybe, it's like sometimes it's about blaming or feeling like a victim. To me, it's about basically the devil to me is the ego. It's just that part of you who wants to protect you, who thinks, well, this has taken too long, let's just go. And then maybe there's some arguing between the two of you, because the devil to me can also, yeah, it means like being stubborn or not being able to see the other person's side, because there's stuff coming up here, right? And but you are going to withdraw back into your cave. So what I see here is about like separation, connection, and it's about going into your cave. The hermit is talking about epiphanies, wisdom, ascension, and then becoming to the Fool. Yeah, getting the Fool again. I love the Fool, because the Fool is the card that is just trusting God, trusting the journey. And we do have coming home. So we have saying goodbye and coming home. And the coming home card to me also means about coming home to yourself, to your own peace. And I just noticed we do have these angels up here guiding them, leading the way. And the bird that is talking about messages. So maybe if you were in separation, you are uniting again. There will be some tower moments. Maybe you can go through them together, because you don't always have to go through tower moments separate. You're still going forwards. There are some repeating cycles. We do have the well, we do have the Fool twice, of course, because it's once it's there. We have the Hero twice, and that's it basically. And then we do have this forward movement until you get your happy ending. So you don't have that much longer. The last pile had a long way to go. For you, it's not that much longer, but it also depends, of course, how long are you stuck in this kind of energy? Are you trying to get out of there, or are you blaming other people, when instead it's important to know that people around you are just your mirrors. They're just triggering you, and they're just showing you what your own faults are and your own fears, basically. But I don't think you have too much longer to go, to be honest. Again, it does depend on how long you personally take in those different stages. Like here, this could be like one that you can go through quite quickly if you just let it happen. But if you fight it, of course, and this card means that maybe some of you will fight old stuff coming up, or maybe people from the past, and it doesn't have to be romantic. Or maybe you have to clear some people out from the past that no longer serve you because the energy doesn't match anymore. And then it's time to say goodbye to certain things, or yeah, like old jobs, neighborhoods, people, bad habits, smoking, whatever it is. But yeah, I think you've got a nice journey ahead, basically. Let's see what we have with the Romance Angels cards. attraction. You deserve love and free yourself. Yeah, I felt really drawn to this card, I have to say. So it is important to free yourself from stuff, and you deserve love is very important too, because if you don't cherish yourself, if you always put yourself last, like for example, you're very tired, you come home from work, and then your friend calls you and there's an emergency, and she's like, or he's like, can you please drive me to the hospital? Of course you do that. But if you come home from work and you're really tired, and then your body calls you and is like, well, I'm bored, do you want to come over? You can't say, no, not today, I'm tired today. Your person will still love you. But if you just deny your own feelings and your own need for sleep, and you just come over because you're scared your friend will no longer like you, you're telling the universe, look, I don't deserve love. I don't deserve to be in first place because I don't put myself first. And then the universe will not send you somebody that puts you first. You have to put yourself first. You have to put yourself first. But it's important to know it. I'm not talking about becoming a narcissist or egoistic or something like that. It's just about self-love. Because if you do love yourself, and if you focus on you see how she's focusing on her goal. You need to focus on yourself and free yourself from old stuff that no longer serves you, and then you will attract, you will manifest your union. Let's see what your counterpart has to say to you. Oh, that one came out quickly. Okay. Oh, interesting. Like one or two more. No, that's too many. There's some that turn around. I'm just taking the top one. And two fell down. I'm taking those two. The overall energy, I'm not happy without you. The messages from your counterparts are, okay, I don't understand what this connection is. I am stalking your social media. Thanks to you, I now know what true love is. I have loved you ever since the moment I first saw you. I think about you all the time, and I am seeing signs and synchronicities. Okay, this sounds like a high-level soulmate. And there was this instant soul recognition, or there will be if you have not met your person yet. Maybe you are still with a teacher, and then you're going to meet your person very soon. Or you have met your person already, and there was this instant soul recognition, this instant attraction. Not just physically, but on all levels. So, and your last card is your green angel card. Consider your foundation. You're being asked to look at how committed you are to love. Okay. This is what I was trying to say earlier about love yourself first. It was not the love yourself first card, but the you deserve card love. Nevertheless, we had to free yourself. What came out to me, what stood out to me was, you have to make your own foundation. Prove to spirits or to your own higher self, I'm worthy of being loved because I do love myself. And then you will attract that. So this means about, with the Empress, again, about building your own foundation. And then you will grow on that. You will manifest love by looking out for yourself first. So that was you, pile number 3. I hope you liked it. I hope it did help you. Please let me know. Oh no, I need the full. Okay. And we are going to go to, wait just a second, I need to drink some water. Okay, number 4, you had the pink one. Going to put this over here. I'm going to put the fool over here. And then let's start your journey. Number 4. So, spirits, what is number 4's journey like to union? Oh, look, one card already showed up. It didn't turn around. It's number 8, the master or mistress. What is number 4's? Look, there's another one. What did I do there? It's the tower. Are there other ones? No. That's weird. Okay. What is number 4's journey? To a union with their divine counterparts. It's the guardian angel. Okay. It's the man in the moon. And again, the mistress, master. So there are repeating cycles already. It's usually strength. Okay. So. Number 4, what is your journey like? If you resonate with this reading, I would appreciate if you would like and comment also, I'm very curious, and subscribe. And also check out my other pick cards. And if you want your personal reading, I am going to do an Etsy store, and then you can buy your own video reading just like this. Of course, this is just a general reading. So, number 4's. Ooh. We've got the dreamer, the hanged man, and the sun, the children of the sun, and coming home, homecoming. And whoa, they come out one after the other. The star, it's the star woman. They're coming out fast now. Number 2, I was shuffling for forever. And then eventually almost the whole deck came out. But it took a while. I'm not taking 3. You've got the Emperor. So your journey might, even though there's like several cards coming out now, and we do have repeating cycles already with those 2 8s. It may go pretty fast. Maybe you are working on yourself already. We've got the dreamer again, so another cycle. Look, they're right underneath each other. Oh, there's 2 cards. I said I will take 2. There's actually 3. I'm just taking this one. It's the princess or empress. What else for number 4's? We've got the old man and the emperor again. And the chariot. And the man in the moon, I'm going to show you later. And saying goodbye, which means death. Nope. The old man came out again. It's the hermit. You've got a lot of cards already, but again, your cards, they come out quickly, not like number 2. So this may be still fast moving, even if there's several cards coming out. The Fool again and the Devil. And the Princess, well, they do come out quite fast. And another one, the Lucky Fairy. Even though you do have a lot of cards like number 2, it's total different energy, I have to say. Completely different. Okay, come on, spirits. Watch for number 4's. There it is. You see? The world. Happy endings. Okay. Let me look at that. That is completely different. Because for number 2, I thought that they had multiple people coming. Okay. Okay, Spirit, help me out. I didn't get the message yet. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. I just need to listen to what comes in. Last but I had the Magician at the same place as well. I'm getting mixed energies. That's my problem right now. Because for some of you, I think you have been on this journey for your person for a while now. And others, I believe you haven't even met your person yet. This is throwing me off a little. Again, we do have the guardian angel. We do have divine guidance. We do have strength. So I think you have been through a lot in your life already, and you have mastered many things, and it was not easy for you, and you were someone who was able to stand up again and again and again and again, and beaten down and then got up again, basically. And there have been some severe tower moments in your life. Nevertheless, you have been protected always. I don't know why I'm speaking past tense because actually this should not be, but yeah, I'm speaking past tense. I think you are in a phase where you're clearing a lot. Maybe you are in the dark night of the soul. Maybe you've recently passed it, or there is another one ahead. To me it looks pretty current, you know. But you know, there's several people watching this, and energy is always like there is no time, right? So it does feel pretty current, but for some of you it has just passed, or it's imminent. But you are protected, and I think you know that, and I think you feel that, and you are going through this, and you become even stronger. And there are some old fears coming up, and there are some tears, okay? And it's important to cry those tears. I'm saying that because the man in the moon, he has those water drops coming out of his hands, and I get many messages from this card. I think some of you are very intuitive already, have been all your life. There have been many tears. There's like this river down here. I think that is going to end soon. I think you are about to, I'm not saying there's never going to be any tower moments, but I think you are about to release the biggest burden, the biggest chunk in this lifetime. You either did just release that, or you're about to release like the biggest trauma or whatever it is that has happened to you. You are going to gather a lot of strength, and you are very connected. I'm just trying to see where your counterpart fits in, because he does come. But right now this message is more about you, and it's important to heal, and it's important to cry that stuff out. Don't oppress it, because whatever you repress is still there, and then it will always drag down your frequency and make it harder for you to draw in, to manifest your real person. But you are going to manifest your real person. I feel like even though you are protected and you feel that protection most of the time, I know when it's really rough you don't feel it. It's like you kind of know, but the problem is when you're really down, spirit can't get down enough to really reach you. You have to raise your frequency again to be able to connect with them. But you are protected, and you are going through some stuff, or went through some stuff, and so it is important for you to not oppress anything, because oppression leads to, I don't know, like addictions, for example, and depression. So it's always important to clear everything that wants to come out. And for you, you are powerful manifestors. It's important to learned how to manifest. It's for you, it's very important to raise your frequency because you have been through so much stuff. And I get that maybe some of you are not the most positive thinkers. Totally got that. But the problem is, if you think negatively, you always attract more negativity. And this is, I believe, the cycle you're about to break right now, or in a very near future. And you are going to manifest so much good stuff for you. So much good stuff. I have so many beautiful cards. We do have the Magician here, and the Magician again is the card that talks about manifestation, about getting things from heaven, putting them down to earth in the 3D, receiving from the 5D, manifesting it in the 3D. And you are diving very deep. We do have the Hanged Man here, or the Dreamer. In this deck it's called the Dreamer. Maybe you do get messages in dream states. And the fish down here represent emotions, because the water represents emotions, and fish, they can go very, very, very deep. So you are going through a phase of cleansing and of connecting through your true happiness and your true emotions. And the sun, it's the children of the sun. The sun is the happiest card in the deck, and I feel like you're going to basically return to yourself and return to who you always were, who you were always meant to be. And I see so much happiness coming for you, and self-reflection, and getting to know your, like, in yourself, because again I see this deep, 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 deep cleansing, and it made you powerful, it made you strong. And I see you going into your inner, like, balance. This card to me represents balance, and the Emperor mode is about knowing what you want and learning to set your boundaries. And we have growth, and we do have the Emperor and the Empress, which is what I like. You're going to meet your person, but again, what I see for you, it's still about more learning, ascending. I want to say ascending. It's more about ascending. I don't know if many of you have met your person yet. That's what I got from the beginning. We do have the Emperor coming here. I think you're going to manifest, because we have it right underneath the Magician. You're going to manifest your Emperor. Either you are not in contact, or very shallow contact, and you're manifesting that person to be more stable, because you are more stable within yourself. Remember, your person is always your mirror. If you are stable in yourself, your person can give you stability. We do not attract soulmates if you are insecure that give us security. It just does not work that way. Not on high-level soulmates. There are other soulmate contracts, of course, where this happens. But if you are on this journey, it's probably not going to happen for you. It's important to find your own love, your own stability, in order to attract love and stability. And then we do have the Empress. To me, it's talking about growth. And the Chariot, it's you have the stability, and again, the eagle represents to me the higher self. You are more and more connected to your higher self, and then it does go forward. And now I'm going to take you over there because we didn't have enough room. There may be some more tears once you meet your person, because there may be some final cycles that need to be cleansed. And again, for many of you, I think you're going to meet your person around here, or unite with your person around here. You have been through some stuff before that, but you are in the middle of it right now. And the overall energy for this was the Devil. Let's put it away. We do have it here again. And the Devil, to me, is nothing but the ego. I always said our ego is our bodyguard. It wants to protect us. But the ego does not know the plan of your soul. It doesn't know your mission. So it's important to connect to your inner self more, and not to your head. And don't draw yourself down or drown yourself in negative thinking. I think this is very big thing for you. We do have some more tears, because when you meet your person, there is no big drama. But the Hermit also represents a phase of withdrawing in order to ascend, basically. And there may be some more healing, especially since we do have the Moon, which to me is all fears, the unknown. It is, to me, it symbolizes even the root chakra. This is my own personal interpretation, right? Because to me, the Moon is fierce. it's the unknown, and the root chakra is the chakra about safety is not the right word, but security basically. And we have death, card of healing and transformation right next to it, and then the fortune fairy. This is the wheel of fortune. We see all the cards in here, so there's clearing out some cycles, and that can hurt a little, and you maybe fight a little, and maybe you are separated a little just in order to go through that. This is major cleansing. This is very important. You are now, and in the next short period, well, I don't want to say short because it depends on how well you do it, right? But you are now clearing major trauma and karma. And karma to me is not a punishment. It's about things that were oppressed, and maybe stuff from even maybe your family line, past lives, childhood stuff. And it's a major purging you're going through right now, and then you're turning into the Fool. And I love the Fool, because to me the Fool is talking about trusting God, trusting the divine. It's about just letting go and letting be, and just being in the flow. And the Empress to me is always talking about new beginnings, and we do have the Wheel of Fortune again, but right afterwards is the World. So I think that maybe you are going to clear some old cycles, but doesn't have to be painful. I see it more like evolving. And also the Wheel of Fortune, it turns, right? After you have been through the darkness, there comes the light, and then we do have the World. So we do have your union. Wow. You have had a tough life, I think most of you who chose this. But congratulations, you are about to heal some, major shit. Some real shit. For good. It's done. It is done. You're getting rid of it. All of it. May take a little while. You are protected. You are guided. But you are going to be rewarded. I think you truly are going to be rewarded with your person. And I love that this card came up here. It is one of my favorite cards, the Fool, actually. I have to say. So your biggest enemy right now is maybe yourself, your own inner devil, your own inner demons that you're kicking. You're kicking your own devil's butt right now. And it's important for you to meditate. It's important for you not to oppress. That's your main thing. It is important for you to not to oppress and get out of any victim mentality, to accept everything that has happened was because of attraction, because of low frequency. And doesn't have to be this, if you say, but I was an innocent child. Yes, but, it's... then your soul came into a family that had low frequency in order, as an old soul, in order to raise that. So you were born with low frequency, and probably also because you brought that from past lives in order to heal and raise your frequency. So you are clearing some major stuff. And I believe not only for yourself, but only like for family karma or collective karma as well. Because I believe you were old souls that came here in order to clear some stuff. And you're doing it, and you're going to be so rewarded. Oop, I'm so sorry. And we're going to say what these ones, Love, Romance, Angels, say. Oh, I'm feeling dizzy right now. Wow. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff, a lot of energy, but you're doing it. There's some clearing, some cleansing. I would advise you to look up law of attraction. Maybe I like Abraham Hicks. Whenever I feel down, I listen to Abraham Hicks videos, because it's important to not just do it once. It's important to do it repeatedly, because you understand it maybe if you listen to it once, but in order to have it sink in, you need to do it repeatedly. Also meditations. It's important to do them repeatedly. Okay. Let your friends help you. I feel friends are also spirit, but also this can mean like if you have some severe trauma, it's okay to seek help, like counseling, guidance. Oops. Okay. Okay. Healing family issues. Yes. Yeah, that's what I said. You're healing not only for yourself, but you're clearing out some cycles. And they end with you. Your children or future generations, nieces, nephews, whatever, they won't have to go through that. It ends with you. Worth waiting for. Yeah, that's what I feel. It's as I said, I think many of you don't know your person yet. You're clearing out most of that cycle, and then you're getting. But you will get to your goal. You will be rewarded if you came here. Look, we got wedding as the overall energy. If you came here to help spirit raise frequency and to work through shit like that, engagement, you are going to be so rewarded. You are going to be very, very rewarded. Look, we got engagement. Your love life is ascending to a high level of commitment and wedding together. Okay, you are getting rewarded. So let's check these messages of your future divine counterpart. Oh, something turned. You are my muse. Maybe it is an artist person. An artist or someone. So, okay. No. Okay. You will be mine. It's the overall energy. I miss you so much. It hurts. Your person wants to be with you too. Maybe they have gone through some stuff as well. Please give me room to breathe. Again, it may take a while. Please send me a sign. I need to know that you still care. That is for some... No, I think you're getting signs. I think most of you haven't met your person yet, and if so, I think it's important to stay away right now in order to do your work. I think you are getting signs. I think you're being guided. I want to be your knight in shining armor. This tells me that your person has their own stuff to go through, and they do. They want to, because they have had their own shadows, and they want to get their armor shiny for you. So let's see what your last angel cards says. Oh no, I need the Fool. Where's the Fool? There. So you had this one. Honesty is essential. To be a loving person is important that we speak truthfully and in a loving manner. Also about yourself. Be honest about yourself. Be honest if you feel that it may take a while to unite with your person, that it is okay. Be honest with yourself if you still have fears. They're okay. Just let them be and let them flow through you. Wow, pile number 4. If this did resonate, please leave a comment, like, subscribe, and share. And I do have other pick a cards and readings uploaded. And also you can get your own reading from me if you contact me, or check out my hopefully soon to be Etsy store. Now we'll go to number 5. Hello, number 5. The one that broke his wing. Oh, I've never even used them before. Okay. So, the Fool. I do need some water. I'm so sorry. I have been talking for like, yeah, over almost 1.5 hours. Okay. Number 5. What is your journey like? Let's put it there. Maybe we need some more room. Okay, number 5s. Let me shuffle them like this once. What's your journey to union? Also, number 5s. I do have other readings uploaded you can check out. And this is a general reading, of course. If you want a personal, you can contact me, or I am intending to do an Etsy store. and then you can get your own reading. So, oh come on, don't drop all the cards. We do have the Magician and the Hermits so far. Manifesting and Ascending. Number 5. The Empress, Emperor and the Dreamer. The Hanged Man. This deck is called the King and the Dreamer. And saying goodbye is death. What else? Oop. I usually always took 2 maximum, but I felt guided to take all 3. It is the Empress, or the Princess here, the Moon Fairy, which is the High Priestess, and the Lucky Fairy, or Fortune Fairy, which is the Wheel of Fortunes. And we got the scales, the Tower, number 5's Journey to Union. How is it going? Nope. Oh, but look, those 2 came up. So we've got the Old Man and the World already. That's it. And overall energy is death, which means healing and transformation. I like it. Oh, there is not much drama. Okay, we do have a Tower moment coming up, but I like it. So I would say you're far along. You probably know your person already. You probably know your person, or you're about to meet your person very soon, because the first card is the Magician. There may be separation right now because we do have the Hermit as the second card. The Hermit is talking to me about ascension, but also going within, self-reflecting. We have the Emperor, which is talking about standing in your own power. And I always notice this birdie, the eagle or hawk or whatever it is, which is talking about connecting to your own higher self, getting messages. And the Dream is very similar, because look, you've got the hawk, which is flying above, and the fish, which dive below. The Dreamer has the fish here, and they dive deep. Maybe you get messages from the other person. Maybe you are already talking in a 5D. There's 5D communication, I can imagine. Here, you are both going through some sorts of feeling. Maybe there are separations coming up, but I don't think that they're going to be long lasting, to be honest. I think you are already, because we do have this card as the overall energy, I believe you are already in this transformation energy, and it just goes on. And maybe there's some cycles coming up, because we do have the Fortune Fairy, and it's the Wheel of Fortune, and you can see that there's all the major, not all of them, but some of the major arcanas in here. So there is some clearing of some cycles. There is growth and intuition. I think it's this very spiritual connection. I think you do talk to one another, consciously or subconsciously. That might differ for some of you. I think you are very different from one another, which high-level soulmates, or especially twin flames, I don't see if you're twin flames or not. I think no reader can ever see that. That is your own divine secret. But twin flames usually are very different, and what I get here and I feel drawn to is the different pillars. You have the black and the white pillar, which means that there are maybe some differences, maybe different cultures, different religions, age gap, different culture, as said. Some differences, but they're okay, because we do have all the, it's pretty much very harmonious. Maybe there's some things coming up with the Wheel of Fortune, and then you will have to find some balance. And usually I don't read this as justice, as something that has happened. But right now I feel like maybe I don't believe really in justice. Because what's justice? If people are our mirrors and their souls came here and agreed to teach us lessons, then what's justice? It's like, yeah, you taught me my lesson and now you have to be punished for it. Thank you for agreeing to put me through stuff so I can ascend and now go to hell. I don't believe in that, to be honest. So I want to say that there has been some kind of imbalance that is going to get into balance. And there may be some Tao moments coming up, but doesn't have to be that it's between the two of you that there's some major argument. It can be just old stuff coming up, or maybe your person has not been there enough, or it was an unequal, and it's very important, you've learned to treat yourself better, and then your person can mirror that, because again, your person cannot mirror you what is not there. If you have not learned self-love, your person cannot mirror you love, right? If you have not learned to take care of yourself, your person cannot mirror you taking good care of you. It's just not going to happen. And so whenever there's an imbalance, always it implies that there's an imbalance within us, and it's not the other person's fault when they have to mirror what's inside of ourselves. So once you realize that and you stop blaming others, and I think many of you this looks like high frequency, so I think many of you are already way past that, blaming others. And nevertheless, for some of you, maybe once you've realized that, there may be a Tao moment, or once you've established your own inner harmony, there may be a Tao moment for the other person, because we're their teachers too, right? And they learn a lesson, and there is something happening, because the Tao also can talk about some mostly painful epiphanies, about a kick in the butt from the divine. And yeah, it's maybe a short time, but people where both of you have to go within yourself. But the Hermit also talks about withdrawing, dealing with whatever comes up here, and ascending. And right afterwards we do have the World, which is the union. And because we did shuffle until the World came out, because the Fool is the beginning of the journey and the World is the end of the journey, right? And everything here is just what's in the middle. And this is a very, very transformational relationship. So it is a high level soulmate or twin flame relationship, definitely. And to be honest, this deck and the first pile, you have the least cards coming out. I don't think there was any pile that had less cards. So, but still I can say about, it's not like each card is like a month or a week or a specific time. It doesn't happen that way. I don't believe in timing like that. I believe in ascension. I believe in doing your work and doing your mission and raising your frequency and drawing good stuff in, or when we're down, repulsing good stuff and drawing in negative stuff. And so the longer, of course, you would stay in a phase like this, the longer it will take. For some of you, this can happen quite fast. And for others, maybe like this hermit phase may take a little while. But the faster you find that inner balance after maybe some karmic cycles were cleared, the faster you draw your person in. But this looks like a very sweet pile. Let's check the Romance Angels. So, what is for number 5? Worth waiting for, okay? Divine timing is at work in your love life. And I want like one or two more. Yeah. Look, passion and make the effort. And attraction, the overall energy. So we have the Magician as the first card, and attraction, you are attracting your person. Make the effort does not always mean that you are chasing your person. It should never mean chasing your person. It is about making the effort when it comes to self-love, about being good to yourself, of course. But making the effort can also mean if your person sends you signs that you talk to them as well, of course. No, it's just not going into some kind of run and chaser games. Make the effort to get into your own alignments. Then we will see what the Divine Masculine has to say to his Feminine. And again, Spirit, drop the cards. Oh, I look at your pictures on my phone. You are my angel. You are my dream come true. Overall energy, the grass wasn't greener on the other side. Okay, for some of you. I see you in my future. And what fell down? Oh, I like this one. Your light-hearted energy draws me in. And this is very important because I was talking about finding your inner balance. And then your person will mirror that. Meaning, if you get into that light-hearted energy, you will draw your person in. If you are in some kind of like anger or blaming the other person, you will push them away, of course. So, but let's see what your Broken Wing Angel card is. Receive with love and appreciation. Receiving something lovingly from others is a way of showing love. Yeah, receiving. To me, not the easiest topic. I'm always been good at giving, but not good at receiving. I'm like this person, if somebody gives me a little gift, I would be like, oh, I don't have anything for you. Do you want some water? I've got water. Look, you can have some. Thank you for giving me a gift. Do you want my water? And but again, it's like sometimes it's not so easy to learn to accept stuff. But it has to do with self-worth, of course. If you feel like you're not worthy of accepting, then you're not, universe is not giving to you. And universe is, of course, using your divine counterpart in order to give to you. So that may be something you need to work on. Anyway, we are going to number 6. Number 6, you've got the Blue Angel. So, and let's start with the Fool, who starts the journey to the world that ends the journey. What is your journey like to your divine counterparts, till union? And the Stars, the first card that came out. Not a bad start, I would say. Okay. If you want to book your own personal reading, because this is general, then you can contact me. I hopefully will have Etsy very, very soon, and you can buy this reading from me. And I will do it like this, record it. We've got the Master, a Mistress, the Lovers, the Friends in this deck. And also, of course, I do have other readings. So if you are interested, nope, I'm not taking 4 cards at once. If you're interested, you can check out my other videos. I would appreciate that. And also, if it does resonate, please leave a comment, like, subscribe, and share. And the Tower came out. Okay. And the Guardian Angel, you are protected. Nice. What else is for number 6? Come on, Spirit. Oh. And we just dropped one. It's the Dreamer. What's that quote? Is it John Lennon? They say that I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. Okay, number 6, your way to union. It's saying goodbye, it's death. I love this card. It's talking about transformation, about healing. The Devil. So maybe you're fighting some stuff that has to be healed. And look, we got the Devil and the Angel right next to it. It's the second time the Guardian Angel came. Oh, and the Devil again. Oops. And the Lovers again. We do have some repeating cycles here, I would say. Okay. What else? Nope, I'm not sure. Well, I feel like I should take them. I said I'm not taking 3 or 4 cards, only 1 or 2, but I feel like I am supposed to take them. We do have the star again. The Wheel of Fortune is lucky fairy, fortune fairy. Coming home, and then we do have the world. Look, we got 2021. Okay. Okay. Let's put them up a little. Okay. This is funny, like devil, angel, devil. Some inner conflict, I would say, but nothing to worry about. Okay. I get the same message for some of you I got for pile number 2. Some of you are not with your divine counterpart yet. You think it's your divine counterpart, but it's like a something. It doesn't have to be that, but something like a catalyst, soulmate or catalyst twin. That is not for all of you, for some of you. And once you have ended your cycle with that person, you are going to draw in a new person. Some of you have not met your person yet, but you are wishing on them. You can maybe already sense them in the 5D, and you will attract them. And for some of you, you know your person already and you're on this journey already. Okay, 3 different scenarios. Nice. Okay. What was the first one? Let me start. The first one was that you are with a catalyst right now. Okay. Why do you think that? I think that because we do have the what's the overall energy here? Oh, it's the Libra, and it's these scales. It's about balancing, inner balance. Okay, so I get this because we do have the Lovers twice, there and there, and usually I do not read the Lovers as choices because most decks have a couple on them and not several people. But in number 2, I felt guided to say so, and in this pile as well. Some of you have their eye on a specific person. They have hopes for a specific person, and they want eternity with that specific person. But that person is indeed a healer. He is bringing you tower moments in order to heal, and it's not a bad person because it is divinely guided and protected. You were always meant to meet that person, because for those of you who are with a catalyst, that person is the last step to your real true person, and you have to go through that healing that person is triggering to get to your true person. So there are tower moments, and there is a phase of separation, because we do have the dreamer, which is often, this can talk about separation as well, of course, the tower, but it is protected, it is guided, and this card is talking about saying goodbye. Usually it's death. I love death. Death is talking about old negative patterns, for example, can die, so a new life can begin. It's talking about healing, transformation, and I do see this awareness, this kind of awakening with the dreamer, and we do have this inner conflict, devil, angel, devil. It's like the devil is sitting on one shoulder and the angel on the other, and there's like this inner conflict of your ego is like, but I want this person, but your higher self is like, no, it's not your person, but you're like, but I want this person. And there's this inner conflict, and it's important that in that scenario that you learn to listen to your higher self, because then you will attract your real person, the Lovers, and then you will have all those hopes again with that new person. There may be some clearing out of some old cycles, but this is not a very dramatic card. It's not like the Tower. There may be some things that come up and need to be cleared, and this is just talking about coming home, about uniting with yourself, coming to your home self, and coming home to your person. The feeling of, okay, I finally get there, and then we do have the World as the last card. So this is scenario 1 for those of you who have a catalyst. Then what was the other scenario? I had 3. I forgot them. Yeah, some of you, you are already with your person, then it's quite similar. You do have those patterns. You love that person, then there is a separation and conflicts and healing, of course, before you unite. And then if you do your work here, it can last for forever. Otherwise you will repeat cycles, because this card can indicate repeating cycles, because we do have the devil again in here and the tower again in here, and the guardian angel. So for some of you, it is repeating cycles. For those of you who have not learned their lesson, for others, boom, you made it. That was a scenario of those who have met their person yet. And some of you, what did I say? What was the third scenario? Damn. I have 3. Some of you want your person, you're wishing for them, you're wishing upon a star, and you wish to finally be with that person. Maybe there were some people in the past where you do meet guys, but you notice they're not your real person, and right away maybe, and then you are still being guided through those steps, inner fights, and learning to trust the higher self instead of the ego, and then you will meet your person. Maybe there will be some cycles closing, but you will meet your person. I love that we have this coming home and the world right next to each other. So that is your scenarios. Most of you, I think, have not met that person yet. Some of you have met that person and they're going through cycles with that person. That's basically all I've got for you. Well, it was short. But we will see what else we've got here with the Romance Angels. Okay. We've got playfulness, heart-to-heart conversations, and children. Your love life is being affected by children. This can also indicate the inner child, someone you know from childhood, but also what I get mostly is like something new. Children bring new beginnings. And again, I think for most of you, it is going to be something new, someone new. And someone you can talk open to. There will be no secrets, there will be no bullshit, there will be honesty from the very beginning. And also what I feel is that maybe some of you even feel that person because you are wishing on a star. Maybe you already feel the energy of your person coming in, and then there can be some confusion. You feel somebody coming in, and then there is somebody coming in, but it's not your person, not the right person yet, and that there's some confusion in the beginning, projecting what you feel your divine counterpart, projecting that onto that person, and then realizing, hold on, it's not my person, before you meet your real person. But I think there is some connection already going on, or there will be some connection either before you meet or instantly, that you know that there's something great. Or again, this talks about honesty. But we will see what else we have. Messages from your divine counterpart or future divine counterparts. Okay, there is, wait. I love your kindness. Overall energy, I'm not happy without you. Maybe that person senses you too. I want to grow old with you. Please stop pushing me away. Oh, that can happen here. Of course, the ego battle. Please take care of yourself. Yes, very important. We only attract love if you are loving to ourselves. And I know that this is divine love. I was just earlier saying about instant recognition, right? About sensing the other person from the beginning. So, and then we've got your angel. Miracles and blessing. Everything has its gift. Right, even going through that kind of stuff, because here the gift is that you will learn to listen to your guidance. And sometimes you have to repeat that lesson, but here you will learn that the difference between your ego and your higher self. But you will get your blessing. And look, miracles and blessing in your first card is actually the star, wishing upon a star. And you meet your new person and the first card is the star again. So this is miracle and blessings. I like it. And we have number 13. Number 13 is, again, it's talking about death, transformation. And then it reduces to 4, which is stability. Wow, I liked your pile. Okay, there's a little hiccup in the middle. But I like your pile. Okay, number 7s. So you've got the white one, number 7. Okay, the Fool. It starts with the Fool. The journey starts. And where will it end? Let's see. So what is number 7's way to... Oop, look, very first card, Divine Guidance, the Guardian Angel. So what is your way to union? This is a general reading, you know the drill. If you want a personal one, you can get one. Hopefully I will have my Etsy store up very soon. Or you can send me an email if you want to have this reading. I will record it for you and upload it. Private, of course. Nobody else will get to see it. The King or Emperor. And also I do have other readings. And if it does resonate, please, please, please like, subscribe, and share. Oh, wow. Again, the Guardian Angel. Wow. Okay, I'll get the first messages already. Strength. In this card, it's called the Mistress. Oops. Look, we got the Sun and the Moon. Sun and Moon. Children of the Sun and the Men of the Moon. And we got the Scales. Balance. 11. And what else? For our lucky number 7. Another moon. Wow. Oh, and there it is. You've got the shortest journey of all the piles. And the Chariot is the overall energy. Wow. That's a good one. Very, very spiritual deck or pile. Very spiritual one. I think you already know your person, or you're very close to meeting your person. I think you are both aware. I think you're both spiritual people, because the King or Emperor is surrounded by the Guardian Angel, by spirit basically. And usually this is, I don't know what this card is usually called, power. I don't know. It's the Mistress. So we have the King. Mistress, not like the third party, but like the strong person, like the master. The Sun and the Moon. The Moon twice. The Moon is also talking about being very sensitive. I think both of you have had... You've been through a lot in your life. I see that because of the... it looks like tears coming out of his hand. And then we do have a river down here, which can talk about deep emotions, but also of course about tears and healing. And the Moon is a very spiritual card, but somehow I get happy tears. I don't see much drama here. There may be some, maybe both of you are sometimes a bit too, I don't know, melodramatic, a bit too emotional, and it's important to find find balance between both emotions, between your emotions and their emotions, or their sides. There may be sometimes a little tiny issues, because if two very emotional people match up, there is a small chance that somebody gets easily offended, and then, but it's okay. It's just you learn to get to know each other, because you both are very sensitive and spiritual people, and that's very sweet and nice. And also, crying for me is also talking about purging. Crying is about releasing, and releasing is important to get into that inner balance. But I don't think you have a long... I mean, you have the shortest way of all the piles. God, I was hoping, because I've been talking for almost 2 hours. I thought this would be a quick reading. I thought it would be like 5 minutes per pile. God, I was so wrong about that. But we've got mirroring. We've got only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards that came out between those two, and we've got 2 doubles, and we've got the emotional card double and the protect. This is highly protected. If you're not in union already, all I can say to you is make sure you step into your power, master your power, listen to your higher self, be out protected. Spirit has got your back and their back too. Listen to your higher self. Be happy, raise your frequency. The sun to me is talking about happiness, raising your frequency, going out as far as you can during, I don't know, this is a timeless reading right now. We are still in lockdown. And yeah, this is talking about having fun. You see children laughing and dancing. Everything that raises your frequency is drawing your person in, of course. And if there's still some tears, release them. Very important. Meditate. Get into your inner balance, because your person is very close to you. And overall energy, the Chariot, there is movement. There's fast movement. And look, you got number 7, and Chariot is number 7. It's the last card, and number 7 is the divine number, divine timing. This is very divine. We got 2 guardian angels. Wow. So, what else, spirits? You don't have many lessons. You just step into your strength, listen to guidance, and be happy and release. Release if there's anything that needs to be released still. And I think you're both doing it. You're both doing it. Okay, spirits. Do you have a message? Okay. 2 cards came out, playfulness and children. Children may have, keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and experiences. Maybe they have changed dramatically since you've last seen them. Yeah, playfulness is what I got here with the sun. Keep your frequency up. And children also being childful sometimes. Go out and play and do fun stuff. Children also stand for new beginnings. Maybe there are actually children involved. It might be. Maybe I don't see big inner child stuff. Okay, we got the moon, the crying. Maybe there's some inner child issues that are already healing. But I get it, like be playful, be like a child, go out, have fun, and that will draw your person in quite quickly. And then what else do we have? The messages from the divine masculine to his feminine. Okay. Overall energy, I'm not happy without you. I need some time to myself. I don't think he needs a lot of time, but give it to him or her. You are my beloved. Oh. I am trying to contact you with telepathy. What did I tell you? There is very spiritual connection. I adore you. I see you in my future. And you are my dream come true. Wow. Maybe you are dreaming also, because we have the moon twice. Maybe you dream of each other. This was a very lovely deck. Let's look at the last card. Love who you are. You are a divine, a wonderful person, deserving all the wonderful things that life has to offer. Again, she's dancing. What I sense is not so much. Yes, self-love is always a topic, but joy. Have joy. Smile. Laugh. Be happy. That will draw your person in quite quickly. Wow. You were my favorite pile, number 7. And anyway, if you liked it, please like, subscribe, comment, share, and book your own reading. I would be happy to hear from you. And wow, that was almost 2 hours. Be happy, be well, okay? Bye.